Welcome to episode 31 of Go Low Like a Pro. I'm back at Sandy Lodge and I'm going to finish off here at the range what I started last week. Yes, I'm back up here. I'm going to do my 7-iron through to my driver this week. Still doing the exact same format as I did last week, and fingers crossed we can complete those tables with my actual yardages. So in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, this is a follow-on from part 1 of episode 30. You can check it out here if you haven't seen it yet, which will explain how I'm getting the data and also how I'm crunching it to get my yardages. So if you have watched it, you'll remember these are my rough yardages, or what I'd expect to hit with these clubs, and these were the numbers up to my 8-iron from last week. So this week I started with my 7-iron, again hitting full swings, 3/4 swings, and half swings. And if you're sat there thinking I said them over the wrong shots, please do go back and watch episode 30. What I did this week is I came here and I played a round of golf, which will actually be in next week's episode. So that's been done already, and now I'm at the range rather than the other way around. So that isn't really important in the grand scheme of things as we watch me hit a few 6-irons here, other than to say that the good thing this week is that I'm not as knackered. The sun isn't shining as much, it's not as hot, and although I'm probably hitting the same number of balls, I'm not sweating, I'm not dying, I'm not walking off here crying, so it's a good start. So I'll let you watch a quick couple of 5-iron swings, and then I might even throw in a nice slow-mo shot. Now, I haven't really used many of these at all over the entire 30 odd episodes or so until last week, but I liked it, so I thought I'd throw in another one. I might even do another one in a moment with a wood. Okay, so far it's been somewhat inconsistent with the strikes. They're not being particularly good, so the numbers are obviously going to be a bit wayward as well, but I'll do the exact same maths as I did last week, and fingers crossed I'll have at least a first set of numbers to work from, and then obviously we'll do it again and again over the rest of the year to get hopefully more accurate numbers. So we're now up to a 7-wood, so here's a few swings. Don't really have anything else to say, so just going to let you watch a few swings. So this week I did forget to bring my notepad and pen, so I'm just putting it all straight into my phone, recording the numbers that way. It'll still be just as accurate, it just is a bit more of a faff because my phone keeps switching off. These will look familiar as it's just a 3-wood instead of a 7, and because the first one went right, the second left, and this one down the middle. So I'm about to hit my driver. I'm not sure if 3/4 swings and half swings are of any use here whatsoever. I probably will do the 3/4 swings just because, as last week, we found out that a 3/4 swing for me is actually a full swing. So I'll probably do the 2 of those. That's wild. That's a great shot. Once again this week my launch monitor is deciding to miss out a lot of my good shots. The numbers across the board this week are a wee bit all over the place, but until I crunch them when I get home, won't really know. Compare them again as we did last week to what I was expecting, and we'll see. I'm guessing this week they're going to be a bit different. So it's time to crunch those numbers. Let's start with another quick look at the expected outcomes. And for anyone who positively refuses to watch episode 30, the uber quick recap, that's the German word, not the variable speed taxi company, is this. I hit 12 shots per club and swing type, worked out the average carry, removed the 2 furthest from that, and then calculated a new average, which is the number that I'm using. So, for my 7-iron, 6-iron, 5-iron, 7-wood, 3-wood, and a driver, these are the numbers. I should say I didn't bother trying this with my left-handed 7-iron or, funnily enough, my putter. So firstly, the rough expected numbers again, and then the full, 3/4 and half swing numbers. Now, as I said in the videos while I was still at the range, the variance in the numbers was huge, as was the inconsistency in the strikes. So these numbers are a bit more of a departure from what I was expecting, and so I'm not going to give them too much weight this time around. So just as last week, I'll put that in a graph for you to have a quick look. Give you a few seconds. You can always pause it if you want to look at the information in a visual layout for longer. And again, as last week, here are the numbers in ascending order on the left and the cheat sheet on the right. So if I put these numbers together with last week's, I get the following cheat sheet for these yardages. Now, as you can see, this is actually the handwritten version that I can carry around with me in here. And just to show you on the other side, I have some swing thoughts. Thanks to Jane for that idea. Last thing to say very quickly is happy birthday to Special K, who turned 40 yesterday. I hope you had balloons on the course. So that's me done. I'm a wee bit tired, not as bad as last week. I'll crunch numbers when I get home. For the second part, however, I'm going to show you around at Muswell Hill, a new course that I've not played. Well, I've played it before, but I haven't shown you guys it before. So that's what's going to be in part 2. Till then, be good. If you can, shout for it.